Starting here at home, those protests have taken over downtown Asheville, and some organizers say other rallies are scheduled to break out from this bigger movement. We have team coverage tonight as we have crews in Hendersonville and Brevard. We're also following the buildup to the big military parade in D.C. tonight as well. We start, though, with News 13's Nisha Pettyhome, who's live downtown Asheville with more. Nisha.
Wide protest is drawing in thousands. Today, many took part in this national day of protest. You can see right behind me, many still voicing their opinions. Now, the protests are happening throughout multiple counties, and this is in response to what demonstrators say are President Donald Trump's authoritarian leaning with a large focus on ICE and immigration. The protest follows several days of nationwide demonstrations against federal immigration raid, which included unrest in California. Demonstrators from young to old waving flags and carrying signs, hitting the streets of downtown Asheville, protesting, voicing their frustration and making their voices heard on Main Street. Now, one of today's protests that happened earlier today started at the Martin Luther King Jr. Park, and then they began working their way up to Pack Square. Throughout the day, you heard protesters chanting, "Power to the people, no one is illegal, love not hate, makes America great," just to name a few. Today's protest coincides with the military parade happening in D.C. and President Donald Trump's birthday. One organizer who helped facilitate one of today's rallies says he hopes the message makes it all the way to the White House.
Throughout the organizations I'm a part of, we don't ever get rowdy or violent or lewd. We just want to send the message that we are the ones in power, the people that organize, the people that work, and that you just need to listen to your constituents or else you might not find yourself in office come November.
Now, Mark, many describe this as a peaceful protest. Now, coming up tonight at 10 and 11, we will hear from protesters themselves on what brought them out here, as well as a Trump supporter. Live in downtown Asheville, I'm Nisha Pettyhome, News 13.
All right, thanks, Nisha. We'll check back in with you later on. Another No Kings protest took over Hendersonville this morning. That's a rally that has been nearly 6 weeks in the making and seeing a lot of protesters. News 13's Ed Diorio was there.
As thousands of No Kings protests happened nationwide on Saturday, Hendersonville's version made for quite the turnout. All of these people taking over Main Street on Saturday morning, and those that organize it tell me that this is estimated as close to 1,500 people throughout the city and beyond. All of it done, in their words, as a peaceful protest. Whether it was because of the California ICE raids, the military parade in Washington, D.C., or policies in general, many people made their voices heard on Main Street in Hendersonville. Folks from other counties and states bolstered the rally's participation numbers. It began with a march from the new courthouse and ended at the historic one. While everyone may be holding signs and chanting for specific reasons, it was all for the same purpose.
People are getting more frustrated with our current administration, it was instant. We knew we were going to have a large crowd today.
There's no one single agenda. I hate to use such a broad, sweeping cliche, but everybody here is standing up for our country. That's why they're here, and for democracy and for all the things that it should stand for.
Altogether, from start to finish, the event lasted for close to 90 minutes. Many officers for local law enforcement agencies were present for today's protest, but no action was taken during our time here. In Hendersonville, Ed Diorio, News 13.
Yeah, clearly a very busy protest there as well. Thanks, Ed. Over in Brevard, folks took part in this nationwide protest event. We caught up with some folks there who tell us there were over 1,000 people for that community's protest.
It's a percentage that we've not seen before, and it means that we have all come together to exercise our rights, to tell our government that they need to, and our representatives, that they need to stand up and grow a spine.
That protester added that she has called Senator Thom Tillis's office 5 times in the past week, urging him to stand up against President Trump. And take a look at this image out of Hayesville. Harry Bonds sent this in to us earlier today. People there tell us some 300 plus people came out to protest today. This is just one of the many photos we have received from places across Western North Carolina. We also received protest photos from viewers in Spindale and Silva.